Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening folks, it's Wednesday evening, it's 25 past 6. I've had another lazy day, don't ask. The weather, especially last night, the wind in the night was absolutely ridiculous. Literally, you could hear it blowing things over and blowing gales and everything. And we knew we weren't going town because of how bad it was. And obviously, I've told you how I am in the wind because of my CMT, etc. Well, this morning, I was just sitting here. I got a phone call off my mum. Now, my mum only lives like a mile and a half away, just up the road. And she asked me if I was going town. I said, no. I said, I thought she was joking at first. And she said, oh. I said, do you not know what the weather's like outside? She went, no. I said, Mum, it is blowing gale force out there. We've got the trees outside bowing down to each other. It's that bad. Oh, I never realised. So I said to her, why don't you just have a little look out? So she has a look out and she notices that the wires outside are sort of swinging left and right and backwards and forwards and all sorts. And I said to her, I tell you what, go to the front of your apartments, have a look across the front and have a look at the sea. And give me a ring back in half an hour when you see how bad it is. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I had a phone call with my sister who couldn't believe that my mum wanted to go town in it. And I said to her, right, give us a ring back. So she ended up ringing me back. And she says, oh my God, she says, I've just seen the sea. She says, wow, it's rough. I said, yeah, and you were going to go downtown in that. So she said the most bizarre thing. She said, well, the only thing that'll blow about is my trolley. And I said, yeah, but you're attached to your trolley. Your trolley doesn't go on its own. You push your trolley. And if you've got 65-mile-an-hour winds, that is not going to, it doesn't add up to a good equation, really. So anyway, I managed to talk her out of it, luckily, because we'd have only been worried about her if she'd have gone town on her own in this weather. It's bloody horrible. Anyway, it seems to have died down a little bit now. Not a lot, but we've got severe rain for tonight. Quite bad rain. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, the wind last night was absolutely, it was shocking. Trying to get sleep and listen to the wind howling outside was just ridiculous. The dog couldn't settle, we couldn't settle, so it was one of those nights last night. Anyway, I was up at 9, came downstairs, couldn't settle down here, so I started doing a little bit of housework, bits and bobs, just, putting a bit of washing in the washing machine and putting some on the clothes horse. Knackered myself out completely, even though I only did about half an hour. I was absolutely shattered. By the time I'd had my first cup of tea, I was worn out. I was tired. I didn't make it to 5 o'clock today before I had to sleep. I only made it to just after 3. My eyes were shutting, and I knew I was going to sleep. I knew I was falling asleep. When you know. Well, I knew. You know what I mean? It was one of them. So yeah, that was me. That's me day in the afternoon. I've done a few surveys, chatted to my sister, chatted to my mum, but mainly it's just been about trying to stay warm because it's been really, really cold. I mean, not what some people would call cold, but it's been about 1 degree or 0, and that's quite cold for us. And as anyone with CMT will tell you, cold is cold. When you're cold, you're cold. Not looking forward to tonight, the match with Liverpool and Bayern Munich, because I've got a feeling we're going to get beaten. I could be wrong, but I think we'll get beaten. I've gone for either 3-1 or 2-0 because Bayern are playing well at the moment. They weren't for a while, but they're playing well now. And even though Man City won last night 7-0, I'm sorry, but Schalke should be ashamed of themselves because nobody in the Premier League, or nobody should I say, in the Champions League should get beaten 7-0 when you're into the second group stage because it's just embarrassing. They just didn't show up, I'm sorry, but they were pathetic. You can say Man City scored 7, but they were absolutely pathetic, Schalke were. They could have had 12 put past them. They were that garbage. They really were terrible. They were an insult to the Champions League last night. And German football deserves better than that. I think Bayern Munich are the last team in the Champions League because Dortmund went out to Spurs. Schalke have gone out to Man City. And if Liverpool do manage to beat Bayern Munich, that's all the German teams out, which is weird, really. It's not something you'd expect. Anyway, I'm not doing much tonight. I might cop on a film in a minute on Netflix, see what they've got, because they've got a few. One of my survey companies I'm a member of, which is the Warner Brothers movie panel, they sent me a present this morning. They said, we've sent you a gift. And I went on and clicked on it. It says free movie on Flixster, and I thought, hey, cool, what is it? And it just happened to be one I've already seen, the Meg. So I was a bit disappointed, really. I was a bit, I wish it had been something I hadn't seen. I was hoping it was going to be the second part of the Fantastic Beasts, but it wasn't, unfortunately. So yeah, like I said, not doing a lot this evening. All that I've been on the news, but most of it's about bloody Brexit and what happens next, and the fact she lost again, and all this kind of garbage. And to be honest with you, it's just ridiculous. And I've got a feeling now we're not going to end up leaving. They're going to give some excuse and another excuse and another excuse, and then they're going to say we've changed our mind, we're not leaving. I think it was always on the cards. I think they're just pushing and pulling until somebody gives in. It's just ridiculous. You've wasted all that money, all that time, all the people since 2016, all the people who voted on it and were waiting for the results, and it's a farce, to be honest with you. It's a complete farce. I hope you're all well. I hope your weather's a bit better than ours anyway. I've been upset actually because a lot of people on Facebook have been losing relatives quite often. I've had people losing brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, and it just goes to show you how fragile life is. You know what I mean? The other day, last Thursday, we couldn't get hold of my mum. Now, my mum, last Friday. Now, my mum, if she goes downtown, usually she goes downtown early on a Friday, and she's back for 12 o'clock. So my sister's trying to ring her at 1, and she can't get hold of her. I'm trying to ring her at 2, and I can't get hold of her. Now, we're a bit concerned at this, because she had a fall a couple of weeks ago, so we're panicking, but not panicking, if you know what I mean. Dreading and fearing the worst. So I go upstairs for a lie down and take my phone with me, just in case my sister sends a message, because she said that my brother-in-law was going to go down and check on my mum. So, of course, we were wondering what was going on, etc., etc. And about 4:30, I got a phone call off my mum just saying, give me a ring if you want to rattle. I thought, what the bloody hell? Anyway, I rung her, and she was convinced that she told me and my sister that she was going downtown later on Friday. So either both of us had completely forgotten, or she hadn't told us. Now, we think it's the latter, she hadn't told us, because for one of us to forget, fair enough, but for both of us to forget the same information, I can't see it. Anyway, it turns out she was absolutely fine. She'd been downtown later, so when we were phoning, she didn't get back till like 3, 4 o'clock or something. She didn't go out till about 11. Well, she's normally out the house for 9:30, so that threw us. But you're probably the same. You worry about your parents. And my mum's got CMT. She always says she hasn't got it as bad as me, but she is 70 years old, so she's also got arthritis and she's diabetic as well. So, she's got a fair few things wrong with her. So we do worry about it, you know what I mean? I've got CMT, Paula's got CMT, Mandy's got CMT, and my mum's got CMT. So all 4 of us have ended up with it from my mum. None of us have missed. And out Paula's got 6 kids, and it only looks like 2 of them have got it, which is the firstborn, Sean, and the lastborn, Alex. The ones in the middle look like they've missed out. Our Mandy's got 1 lad, Oliver, and he don't look like he's got it either, and he's 19 now, so he'd be showing certainly be showing signs. So yeah, hopefully there's not that many left in the family who've got it. We shall have to see. I started season 8 last night of the 2 Ronnies. That was quite interesting, quite funny. They've got the main guest singer on it now is Elkie Brooks, who I can't remember any of her songs, but she started singing last night, and I remember her croaky voice. I remember her sounding a bit like Bonnie Tyler, cross between Bonnie Tyler and Rod Stewart, actually. And it started the new series that runs through season 8 of, if anybody can remember this, The Worm That Turned. And what it basically is, it's a load of little situation comedies where women have taken over the world. And the ironic thing is, as it says, because obviously this is set in 1980, and it says at the start, the year is 2012. Women now rule, and men have to wear dresses and skirts and do all the housework and all this. And I just thought it was hilarious that we're now in 2019. So, of course, when that was written, that was in the future. Now I'm watching it, it's in the past, which is scary thought that how fast time can go. But it's worth it. It's worth it to watch season 8 just to see the magnificent Diana Dawes playing the head of the women's secret police, and basically wanting to control men and making sure that they don't get ideas above the station. And it's really clever. The men are walking around in dresses and skirts and handbags and all that sort of thing with tashes, and they're doing all the housework and wearing pinafores and having slices of cake and a cup of tea in the afternoon. They're basically just turning it completely round. And it's just called The Worm That Turned, and it's worth watching. If you get a chance and you ever just want to watch that, go onto YouTube and type in The Worm That Turned and just watch the series. It's hilarious, it is, honest. It's a P-take, don't get me wrong, but it's still quite funny. Anyway, on that note, I might even actually play a bit of my Lego. I'm not sure yet. It depends what my hands are like when I start using the control. So you all take care. That's my 10 minutes done for tonight. And I shall do another video soon. Bye for now. I thought I'd finish today with a poem. You've heard me talking about my dog Jess, and this is the poem I wrote about her. So here we go. I come down the stairs and there she is, blurred reflection through the dining room door. Tell her to lie down, but it's no use. Her excitement gets the better of her and she jumps madly. I try to calm her down, but give in eventually. I sit and she's all over me, paws and tongue saying hello. I stroke her and she relaxes in my arms. She hears Deb and I know she'll do the same to her. I wait until she closes the door and then release her. She almost knocks Deb to the floor in her excitement. Deb feeds her, and after this ritual she's walked. She returns to a treat if she's been good. She spends the rest of the morning asleep. A contented look on her face makes us both smile. She wakes and thinks it's time to play. She chases through the house like a tornado, fur falling from her as she rolls on the carpet. She fetches a ball and I hear the squeaking as I sit at my PC. Occasionally she brings it to us and waits for one of us to pick it up and throw it. It's midday and time for another walk. We take it together. Her excitement never wavers. She pulls and whines in her anticipation of freedom. I try and keep up with her, but it's too agile for me. I grin as I see Deb trying to control her and calm her. No chance. She's out. This is her time. In the afternoon, more sleeping and playing. She comes for a fuss when she needs one. A bark, and I know that someone has entered our gate. Another walk, a feed, some more fussies, a dog's life. Another day tomorrow, another day with Jess. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.